Good morning, everybody. It's a cold morning today. It is Tuesday, the 9th of February. How are you today? I hope you're having a nice warm morning. I'll be honest, I'm freezing down here, so I'm going to do a very quick talk and then I'm going to get right onto it, okay? First of all, what have we got then? Yes, it's Technique Tuesday, so we're going to go through the exercise today and then work on a technique at the end of the session. So hang around for 2-3 minutes at the end and we'll go over a new technique. If you have no idea what Get Moving is all about, then in the description up there, there's a link to the website. God, this camera is going in and out of thingy, isn't it? If you want to find out anything about Get Moving, check out the website up there, reesefitness.co.uk/getmoving. But basically, it is exercise for people with mobility issues. If you have a problem with your mobility, then Get Moving can help you. We're here 4 days a week, 11 o'clock in the morning, Tuesday till Friday. So we'll see you here. Today is Technique Tuesday, so we're going to go over a new exercise at the end of the session, and also in the description up there, don't forget, for those of you who go to the Ilkley class, who used to go to the Ilkley class, Roger, I told you about this a week or two back. Fantastic top bloke. It was his 90th birthday and he was doing 100 kilometers on his bike to raise money for the Royal British Legion. Unfortunately, he's had a fall and so he's had to postpone this bike ride for a bit. He's going to get better, he's going to be okay, but he has had a bit of a fall. He's injured himself slightly and so he's going to have to recover first before he does his bike ride. But I know you all want to give him all the best, so please give him all our best wishes. In the link in the description up there, there is a link to his Just Giving page if you want to help him raise money. Cheer him along, leave messages for him, get well soon, all that kind of stuff. Just go to the link up in the description up there. You'll go to his page and then you can just give him a big thumbs up, get well soon, and chuck him a buck so he can help raise money. Anyway, I'm freezing, so let's get started. Excuse me. So all these exercises are suitable for pretty much everybody. Whether you are seated or whether you are standing, you can do these exercises. I have randomly assigned repetitions to these numbers. I had my dice out before and I was throwing them away, and we've got random repetitions. So we're going to be doing it for sometimes longer, sometimes shorter. Whatever happens, we're going to give it our best shot. So our first exercise, as always, get yourselves ready. If you are seated, we're going to be marching on the spot like so. Just get your knees up and down, marching away. Get your legs moving. If we're standing, then marching on the spot like so. Again, just getting your knees up, getting your legs moving a little bit, okay? And it looks like I'm going to do 21 repetitions of these. So in that time, you have got that time window to do as many good ones as you can do. Whether you do more or less than 21, it doesn't matter. I'm going to do 21. You do whatever you can do, okay? That is the key thing. We try our damnedest to do as good as we can. So marching on the spot, I'm going to try and keep count if I can. We're going to go in 3, 2, 1, and away we go. Marching on the spot. We get our legs going. We get our legs moving, we move our hips, we move our knees, we move our body, and we just get ourselves going. The bigger the moves, the better. Smaller moves, the easier. Do what we can, and that's 21 there. Fantastic. Moving on then. Upper half of the body now. Shoulder rolls. Okay, whether you're seated or standing, shoulder rolls. So if you're a small, easy, relatively small, easy move, is rolling your shoulders back like so. A bigger, harder move is rolling your arms back like so. It looks like we're going to do 21 of these. No, that's a lie. Look at the wrong line. 19 of these, sorry, 19. Again, you do as many as you can while I do 19. In 3, 2, 1, off we go. So remember, relatively small shoulder rolls. The easier version, but if you can, a bigger movement with the arm rolls is a harder version. But you do whichever version you can do. You make it as difficult as you can, but you got to succeed. Make sure you are successful when you do these rolls, okay? And that goes with all the exercises we do, actually. Make them tough, make them hard work, yes. We're not here to have an easy time, we're here to have a tough time. But we've got to be successful at it as well. We don't improve by failing. We improve by doing difficult things, challenging things, and succeeding at them. So whichever version you do, make sure you can do it. And then push yourself. And that is 19 there. Done and dusted. Knee bends are next. So if you're seated, kicking your feet out like so, bending and straightening the knees, okay? If we're standing, kicking the heels back towards the bum, again, bending and straightening the knees. And looks like we're going to do 23 of these. Are you ready? In 3, 2, 1, off we go. Bending and straightening the knees. So if we're standing, don't forget we're going to have to shift our body weight side to side. Otherwise, we're going to fall over. And that's not a good thing to do. We don't want to fall over. So make sure you do shift your body weight side to side, all right? That way, we're going to stay on our feet. We're going to be okay. If we're seated, you know the drill. Kick your feet out nice and far. Move those knees as much as we can. 23 done. So next, twisting, twisty Sarahs. If you are seated or if you're standing, it's the same thing either way. But we're going to be nice and tall. We're going to fold our arms and twist one way and then twist the other way. Not bending, twisting your spine side to side, okay? 18 of these in 3, 2, 1. Off we go. Nice big twists, one way and then the other. And of course, as always, with all these things, the bigger the move, the better. You do whatever you can do. If you can only do a small move, then by all means, do a small move. Because that's where everyone starts off. We all start with a relatively easy, relatively small movement. And then we build up from there. And that's what I expect you to do. As you improve, I expect you to increase the size of the move and get bigger and better. 18 times, fantastic. Double tap. Okay, back down to the bottom half again. Lift that knee up twice. So one knee comes up, hits a target. 1, 2, and then it goes down. Same thing on the other side. Comes up twice. 1, 2, and then it goes down. As always, if you are seated, I want you sat away from the backrest. Don't be slouching back into the chair like so. And definitely, when the knee comes up, don't collapse back there and then recover and collapse back there and then recover. No, 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 no. We're going to stay nice and tall even when the knee comes up twice. We're going to stay tall, okay? If we're standing, we're going to challenge our balance here. So if you need, stand close to a wall, a table, a chair, or something like that for stability, just in case. You've got to be safe here. But if you can, one knee comes up, again, twice. 1, 2, a double tap. And the same on the other side. 1, 2, and then down. And we're going to do 24 of these. Okay, so this is going to get you balance. Are you ready then? In 3, 2, 1, off we go. A double tap there and a double tap there. All the while balancing on one leg. Notice that? And notice how my body weight is shifting from side to side to make sure I can balance. Don't keep your body rock solid still and just try and stand on one leg. It'll end in all disaster. Shift your weight from one leg to the other. Okay? Now, again, a small move down here is easier. A bigger move up here is harder. And the same with all these exercises. You do the hardest version that you can manage. Don't make it so hard that you can't do it. Failing, impossible is no good. But don't make it so easy that it doesn't even challenge you, because easy is no good. And one more for fun. 24, well done. Side bends next, bendianas, moving the spine again. Again, whether you're seated or standing, it's the same thing, makes no difference. Same thing, one hand reaches down, we bend sideways. And then we do the same thing on the other side, we bend sideways. We don't slump forwards or twist around or anything, it is sideways, okay? If we can, as one arm goes down, the other arm comes up, but definitely sideways. And these, it says 24 again, okay? 24 side bends in 3, 2, 1, off we go. If we can reach over the top, fantastic, reach over the top. If we can't, then just reach down to the side with one arm. Your choice which version you do. But of course, you challenge yourself. Do the hardest version you can do. Common mistake, very common mistake, is telling ourselves, I can't do it, and then not even trying. We don't want that. That doesn't help anybody. Make sure you're safe. Make sure you're not going to fall off or anything, fall over, hurt yourself. Make sure we're safe. But then we give it a go. We try these things. There are plenty of people out there, and including in our own heads, who will quite happily tell us that we can't do stuff. We're not good enough. It's beyond us. We can't do it. We're not allowed to do it. Don't listen to them. Give it a try. It may be too difficult, in which case that's okay. We ease back. But don't just accept it. Give it a try. And there we go. That's 24. So squats and sit stands. 16 of these. Okay, legs time. If you've been sat down so far, now is your chance to do everything you can to stand up. Practice standing up, okay? Again, make sure you're safe, make sure you're secure, but then we go for it, we try, okay? So, if you're seated, feet are tucked, body weight forwards, heavy feet, and then you're going to stand up all the way, nice and tall. And if you can, under control, you sit back down. And then you repeat as often as you can. Now, I'm going to do 16 of them. Doesn't mean you have to. You might do more than 16. You might do less than 16. But that's your window of opportunity there, okay? If we're standing, then no chair, just an imaginary one back behind us, where we sit down and stand up, okay? Again, I'm going to do 16. You do what you can in 3, 2, 1. Off we go. Sit back, down and up. And you do as many or as few good quality ones as you can do. Now, as always, a smaller move is an easier one. So, for example, start off with just a small move there. That's fine. But as we improve, start making a deeper squat where the bum ends up going lower. The bigger the move, the harder, but also the better. Okay, sitting that bum back and down, using the muscles in our legs, squatting or sit standing, I don't mind which, they're both fantastic moves. There we go, 16 repetitions, job done. So next one is ankles and tightrope walking. So if you are seated, we're going to move the ankles as much as possible, okay? So we're going to bend and straighten the ankles. So if you're seated, heel is going to touch the floor. And then your toes. And heels, toes, and of course on the other foot as well, both sides. Even if you have a good or bad side, do it on both sides, okay? Get your ankle moving as much as you can. If we're standing, tightrope walking, balance time. Have an imaginary line, an imaginary tightrope painted on the floor, okay? Feet wide is easier. Feet narrow is harder. You do the hardest version you can do, but make sure you are nice and secure, nice and solid, and not in danger of falling over or anything. But we are going to challenge the balance. So with me, off we go. Walking forwards, heel toe, walking on that imaginary tightrope on the floor. So we are definitely challenging our balance here. We are making life difficult for our balance. And then once we've gone as far forward as we can, we do exactly the same thing, going backwards, toes, heels, toes, heels. Again, we are making life difficult for our balance. We are challenging it. We nearly falling over, but I'm wobbling and I didn't fall over. And that's the goal. So, done it once, second time, off we go. So, yes, falling over, actually falling over, that's a big no-no. We don't want that. But wobbling, swaying, that's good. You saw me swaying back there? That's okay. That is exactly what we're after. And then one last time, going backwards, toes, heels, toes, heels. We don't get any better by falling, and we don't get any better by staying rock solid still. We get better by wobbling and swaying. That's how we improve, and that's why we do this. And there we go. Run out of room. Job done. Okay, last couple of exercises now. Up the pace a little bit. Fast feet. So, if you are seated, we're going to work on speedy legs. So far I've said bigger moves are harder. Now I want you to think about small moves, okay? Small moves are what we're after. Small but fast moves. So if you're seated, running on the spot like so, just feet up and down, up and down, up and down, tapping away. Small but as fast as you can manage, all right? If we're standing, it's exactly the same thing, except we're standing. Running on the spot, like so. Small movements, but nice quick ones. Get your feet moving quickly. So for this, we're going to do 2 rounds of 10 seconds each, okay? So you go as fast as you can for 10 seconds. Are you ready? Fast feet in 3, 2, 1. Off we go. Nice quick footwork. Feet coming up and down. Running on the spot. And there we go. That is round 1 done and dusted. Now we're hopefully, fingers crossed, your feet were moving quickly, but now we're going to move them even quicker again if we can. Do you know why we're going to do that? Or in fact, do you know how we're going to do that? The answer is the second time is always better than the first time. Give it a go now and see if it ain't true, okay? Round 2, even better, even faster. 3, 2, 1, off we go. Nice and quick, fast feet, move them fast as you can. There we go, job done. So that's our fast feet done and dusted. Now I'm going to change my timer. Says here 19 seconds. So our final exercise, shadow boxing. Get yourself out of breath, or in my case, even more out of breath. So shadow boxing, whether you're sat down or whether you're stood up, makes no difference, the same thing. Fists up, shadow boxing, punching away high, punching low, punching round, punching up, whatever version you want, but punch hard and fast and get out of breath, okay? 3 rounds, 19 seconds each. Seated or standing. Are you ready? 3, 2, 1, off we go. Shadow boxing. Punching away. So we're moving the arms, twisting the body. Punching high, punching low. Doesn't matter which. You swap and change however you like. And time. That is round 1. So like I said, you can do this standing or you can do this seated. Are you ready for round 2? In 3, 2, 1, go. So even if you're seated, you can punch. You can get your arms moving. You can punch up head height. So you can punch up there if you like. You can punch down there. You can mix them. Some high, some low. You can mix and match. Time. You choose whichever version, whichever target you want. But we're going to do our 3rd and final round. In 3, 2, 1, off we go. Final punching. Nice and quick. Move your feet if you can. The more the merrier. And keep punching. Keep your breathing up. And time. Very well done. Have a breather. That, or indeed they, are our exercises. Now you've got 5 seconds. Get your breath back. Recover. And I'm going to show you the new technique for today, for Technique Tuesday. I think we've done it once before, ages ago, ages and ages ago. So this one, I'm going to show you today, I'm going to show you a bit more in depth today, it's called the dead bug. Weird name, but hey, what the hell. It is a very good exercise for your core, for your stomach muscles there. However, it does involve being led on your back. So, if you are comfortable and confident getting up and down off the floor, fantastic. Do this as often as you want, or as often as you want or need. If, however, you have serious trouble or it is impractical to get up and down off the floor, not a problem. All it means is, unfortunately, you're going to have to wait until you go to bed at night, and you do it before you go to sleep. And when you wake up, you do it again before you get up, because you'll be laid on your back on your bed then. So even if you can't get down on the floor, you can still give this move a try. You just have to work around your bedtime to do it when you're led down anyway, okay? So I'm going to show you first of all and then talk you through it, okay? So I'm going to show you on the floor. But again, like I said, you can do it on the floor or in your bed, whatever works for you. And let's try and make sure my camera fits me in. So we're going to be led on our backs. Can you see me there? Fantastic. You can have your hands wherever is comfortable for you. I don't really mind where your hands go. Sometimes some people like it on the floor. Sometimes they like it behind their head. I don't care. Put your hands wherever. The start of the move, though, is both knees lifted up and feet off the floor or the bed. So this is level 1, okay? Now this alone, some of you will find very challenging. In that case, give this a go. You can feel, if I poke myself in my belly here now, I can feel my stomach muscles working. If I put my legs back down on the floor again, poke myself in the belly, squishy belly, nothing's happening. As soon though as I start to lift my knee, oh hang on, my knees come up, my feet come up, straight away my stomach is switched on. I'm using my stomach muscles. So level 1 is just this. Hold yourself there for a few breaths. Don't hold your breath. So breathe in and out, like so, and hold that position for, I don't know, 5-10 breaths. Give it a try, and then you can relax, and you'd do it again. Level 2, slightly harder version, if that's easy. Level 2 is, again, knees up, exactly as we were before. Straight away my stomach and muscles are working now. But from there, one leg at a time, or 1 foot, I suppose I should say. 1 foot comes down and very gently touches the floor before returning. And do the same thing with my other leg. It comes down, touches the floor, and then recovers. Now, as one leg comes down, notice this leg here, the other leg, it is not moving at all. It is like a statue. Nothing is moving except this leg that's going down, gently touching, not slamming down, gently touching, and then recovering. And again, the other side, this leg is not moving, like a statue. Nothing's happening. Very common mistake is as one leg comes down, the other leg also starts to collapse down. We don't want that. This stays exactly still, no movement whatsoever, while the other leg is shifting. Okay. That is level 2. You should hope you find that a little bit harder. If, though, that's still too easy for you, you want the next level up, level 3, all we do is we increase the size of the movement of the leg. So we start exactly as we did before. Level 1, that's level 2, but if we want to make it harder, that is level 3, and then recover. So this time my foot isn't touching the floor, it's being pushed out, it's making a big move, and then return. Same on the other side, it's a big move, reaching, still off the floor, and then returning. But notice as this leg moves, this one is not doing a damn thing. Like a statue, nothing's happening there. It is certainly not collapsing down with the other leg. This stays put. And that is level 3. So, very good, but quite a tough exercise for your core. Like I said, if you can, you do it on the floor anytime you like. If that's not practical, you just have to wait until you go to bed and you do it before you go to sleep. And then in the morning, you do it again before you get up. Obviously, after you've woken up, don't do it in the sleep. I mean, if you can do it in your sleep, that's damn good, well done. But what I'm talking about is you do it before you go to sleep and after you wake up, all right? You know, you're in bed anyway, you're led down anyway, let's make some use of that time. That is your homework. I want everyone out there to give that a go, to give it a try. Again, whether it's on the floor, whether it's in your bed, don't mind, don't care. Give it a try. Try level 1, try level 2, try level 3, try whichever version works for you. Whichever version is challenging for you, which is difficult, but you are successful at. Don't forget, failing at things doesn't make us any better. Success is what makes us better, okay? Give it a go and let us know in the comments below how it goes. Was it too easy? Was it too hard? Was it too complicated? Whatever. Did it work for you or not work for you? Did the leg fall off? I don't know. Let us know how it goes in the comments below, because I genuinely love hearing when people's legs fall off. I mean, it's great. It happens to my granddad all the time. He had a false leg. His leg would fall off, and he'd ring me up and he'd go, "Karen, my leg's fallen off again." And I go, "Oh, Granddad, yeah. It was great. It was great." That's actually a true story. Anyway, my fingers are really starting to get cold now. So that is the end of Technique Tuesday. Give it a go. Let us know how it all goes. And we'll see you again tomorrow at 11 o'clock. It is going to be Wobble Wednesday tomorrow. So we're going to practice our balance tomorrow. So we're going to really push your balance. We'll see you tomorrow at 11 o'clock. In the meantime, thank you very much, boys and girls. As always, you've been outstanding. I shall see you soon. Goodbye.